Mm-hmm.
If you cannot share your decision and they feel like this is okay, you just have to question yourself.
Mm.
Even being a leader, still you have to be a manager. Sometimes you can manage.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
you have to be a manager.
Mm.
Yeah. Time management
There's a
is
lot
another one.
of
There is a lot of
elements.
things,
Yeah.
element. Because now if you don't lead by example, who is going to follow? If you come to work late, like we usually make fun, there's supposed to be 1% for us and
Mm.
2% and
For
2% for our boss so that she can come earlier than us.
yeah.
But it's usually a light joke. She does come earlier than us anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like when all those elements are not put into place, and it requires somebody who has great organizational skills so that they can feel like, so that it's always fully applied. But I feel like when certain things are put on the back burner, because there's a lot of elements once again, but when that does kind of fall on the wayside, you can see that there's confusion in the place. There's a lack of actual communication. Like nobody knows what is happening within
Yeah.
the space
Sure.
or within the family or within the church or within the community. There's no direction. So I feel like leaders provide direction. They kind of
They're
open your
just
eyes
yeah.
based on look at where we are and look at where I'm going to take you. So I think that's the
A
aha
good leader
moment.
knows where they are going.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They are not just going because we are just. If you're a leader, you're leading us and we are following. You see the duck. Have you ever seen the duck motion?
Mhm. Mhm.
The duck is usually a hen and the let's call them the young ones of the duck. I don't remember the
I think
name.
they're called ducklings. I think the small
Something
ones
like
are
that.
ducklings.
Yes,
Yeah.
you see, they are just following.
Mhm.
But at times, you don't have to be. A leader. A leader, it's all about skills.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
a leader is about. It's about the skills. The skills you apply
Mhm.
zitakufanya ukue be
Direct
where you
us.
want.
Direct us, you leader of leaders. And on that note of direction, I want to play a beautiful track from Beatty. This is her new album. The song is called On My Way. So we're going to be on the way to playing On My Way. And we will be right back with Lynette.
Is that you, Wesley? Thought you were different. I was so wrong. You never listen to me, 'cause you're never wrong. You're never wrong. And I guess I thought I could make it make sense. Make it make sense to me. Ooh, and you thought I wouldn't leave. Make it make sense. Make sense to me. Oh, I guess I'm on my way. I guess I'm on my way. Don't know what I can say. Don't know it, but I know I can't stay. So now what you wanna know now? You know it's a no now, and at least you know now. Guess I gotta go now. Guess I gotta show now. Can't lie and say that it's easy, but it's cool 'cause I know that you need me. Yeah, it's cool 'cause I've never been needy, no. So what you think you want from me? So what you think you want from me? So what you think that I won't think? So what you think you want from me? I guess I'm on my way. I guess I'm on my way. I guess I'm on my way. Don't know what I can say. Don't know it, but I know I can't stay. So I'm saying, have you heard the saying? Got no time for playing, I make time for praying. So I'm saying, have you heard the saying? Got no time for playing, I make time for praying. Is that you, Wesley? Baddest and the realest ones around me. Only want the realest ones around me. Everybody knows it's your so everywhere I go, they go. I had what you need. You had me and told me I should wait. You worship your friends. You lost me and now you lost your way. Every time, see you tryna hit me like on every line. How you fumble me, I hustle things so fine. And you weren't moving right, so you got left behind, yeah. Blow up like 4th of July. Got the crowd moving side to side. Watching me move, he hypnotized. I'm watching back, they know the vibe. So tell me how you feel. Don't take it personal, yeah. It could be worse, you know. Cause it's so plain to see. You want the fame, I know. It's not the same no more. So what's up? Looking in your eyes, I know it's tough, but I need to say this. I'm not here for you to play with. Where were you when I needed company? Did you wait on me? No. All I ever did was play nice, but no more. I need some air, air. Oh, we need some air, yeah, yeah. Blow up like 4th of July. Got the crowd moving side to side. Watching me move, he hypnotized. I'm watching back, they know the vibe. So tell me how you feel. Don't take it personal, yeah. It could be worse, you know. Cause it's so plain to see. You want the fame, I know. It's not the same no more. I need some air. I need some air. I need some air. I need some air. Tungepatana ukinikata mara moja wezi nitamalaya. And you're telling everybody that this Gucci's on fire. Only fans penye imefika na fungua only fans. Kauna nipenda tu mafea in advance. Penye imefika no romance with no finance. Only fans, yeah, yeah. Only fans penye imefika na fungua only fans. Kauna nipenda tu mafea in advance. Penye imefika no romance with no finance. Only fans, yeah, yeah.
Hello, ladies blowing up my phone. I keep hearing you are so bomb. Wakituma fea twakuja kwako. Oh, yo. Steady grinding all night long. Na sikuji kasi from your door. itabidi ukanje ndo tupige show. Ukisikia sauti solo jue ni kubaya. Hii muziki ya Kenya twaipeleka Ulaya, na temperature inapanda warazi wanakwaya. Tutashinda magrami before tumeritaya. Mise only fans walimefika na tambua only fans. Kanika kitu mutumia only fans. Walimefika nafanyia only fans. Only fans, yeah, yeah, only fans. Walimefika natambua only fans. Kanika kitu mutumia only fans. Walimefika mutambua only fans. Only fans, yeah, yeah.
Kubishana na watu kwa comments, offense, nimeweka defense. To be honest, I just wanna be with you and I know vex. I just wanna be with you and I know best. I just wanna be with you, yeah. You elevate, and when we dip together we marinate. And everything you say I resonate. And when I day inside you, you lulate. I li on fire, too easy. I'm feeling you, I'm loving you. You make it too easy. I'm touching you, and I'm loving you. You make it too easy. You make it too easy. You make it too easy. Oh baby, you got the body, make me lose my mind, oh. You're like nobody I know. Oh baby, you got the body, every tantalizer. Baby, you energize, oh. Anything you want, baby girl, you know I can't deny you. Anywhere you go, I'll go. When I'm feeling low, you're the only one who give me high, oh. How you do me, I don't know. You elevate, and when we dip together we marinate. And everything you say I resonate. And when I day inside you, you lulate. I li on fire, too easy. I'm feeling you, I'm loving you. You make it too easy. I'm touching you, and I'm loving you. You make it too easy. You make it too easy. You make it too easy.
Anticipating, waiting, wondering if we'll make it to our destination. Wondering if our love is wasting away. Are we driving to the separation? Can't forget to mention the tension's been lacking. I stay backtracking to the good days, reverse makes you turn, it don't matter to me. Whatever takes me back to what it used to be. Will you go back there with me? Back to when our love was free. Will you go back there with me? Back to when our love was free. I've been feeling off track, wondering what's wrong with me, 'cause something got lost on the way. No, nothing feels the same, baby. I used to get lost in your phrase, something like butterflies and ecstasy. Can we take it back and on for whatever takes me back to what it used to be. Will you go back there with me? Back to when our love was free. Will you go back there with me? Back to when our love was free.
Hey guys, this is your girl Mo. This is the After Dark Show. You are locked in and tuned into Radio 254, guys. I hope you've enjoyed some lovely anticipation because that was the track of the song over there. It was Zina Manasa featuring Karun. Anticipate, guys. So I hope you loved that track as much as I did over here. I'm seated here with the one and only Lynette. If those of you who have just tuned in, I don't know where you've been. Maybe you were taking a little bit of a break, you dozed off, you came back, but I'm glad that you are listening to Radio 254. We are talking about leadership skills, and we're just having a really impactful conversation about it here. Lynette has dropped a lot of gems. So if you're eager to know more of what's happened on the show, definitely tomorrow I will provide the link for the Spotify recording of the show, and you guys will definitely hear more about it. But before Lynette gets really comfortable in the seat, and we've listened to some great Kenyan music, as we honestly have, I want to ask her a burning question. I've been itching and burning and itching to ask the same question here that I feel like a lot of us are eager to know. So what challenges would you experience, or would one experience, if they lack the leadership skills? I feel like we did touch on this a bit, but would you like to further elaborate the challenges one would experience if they lacked these skills?
Of course,
Mm-hmm.
if you lack the leadership skills, it means you have bad leadership.
Yeah.
If you have bad leadership, you expect, if it's in an organization, you expect a high turnout.
Mm-hmm.
It's a turnout of the employees. You expect workers who have low morale.
Mm.
By low morale, I mean workers who are not willing to work, workers who are not willing to come to work, workers who are wishing they were not even waking up to come to this place. You'll definitely experience low productivity, production.
Mm-hmm.
If it is anything to do with service, you don't expect. If you're a bad leader, you don't expect the people working to be even good customer, to be good to your customers.
Mm.
So bad leadership comes with everything. They won't keep time. They won't even listen to you as their leader. They will be challenging you on daily basis.
It's a domino effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is just the what we said. If your atomic habits are just -1 as a leader per day, your workers will make you feel like now they are the leaders. They'll just step on you. Yeah.
Okay. That's one thing we don't want, especially if we've been put in the positions. But like we said, the examples, vary based on your church, your community, you as a sibling, you as a parent, you as a leader in a corporate setting. So we don't want any of those challenges to come and like arise and take over and completely dismantle or form something totally out of your control, because you actually are the one who's in complete control if you have that capability and confidence to stand and say, you know what, I see that this is something here that needs to be tackled, and it is my capability, it's my strength to be able to do that. Thank you so much. And I want to leave us with the last question here. Apart from applying leadership skills in a corporate world environment, where else should we apply that? I feel like we've been really touching a lot on the same mentions. However, is there something completely out of the norm for you, Lynette, where one can have leadership skills? Can we also see that maybe we can also apply it into certain curriculums in schools, or we can have centers, youth centers, where students can be having conversations, healthy conversations with counselors and maybe even therapists about having these certain skills, such as leadership skills, such as being able to, and when I put that into mind, it's maybe learning how to even stand up for yourself, and also finding confidence within, and learning that you do have a voice even as a child. So maybe I would love for you to touch on, based on an education point of view, and maybe you can guide us. Maybe there's a mother or a sibling who's tuning in and they're asking themselves, how can we have more young people know that they do have a voice? And maybe that does come from understanding that everybody can be a leader.
More when we started the show, we said there is a leadership in everybody. I feel as if everybody is born a leader. Just the way they say everybody is born a genius. It is upon you to decide to put on the fire, to keep the fire burning. In schools, there are some schools you will get, they have got more. Let's say there are schools that have got more and better leadership than others. This all boils down and up to the leaders in that school, the teachers, the principal. You'll get some principals, usually get some motivational speakers to go and speak to the children. To go and tell the children, this is the world we are in. This is what you expect. Your work is this and this and this and that. But I also feel as a leader, you're not supposed to get tired of talking and telling these children what to expect. As I said while I was talking about the 15-year-old self, or the 15-year-old teenagers who are listening, or their parents are listening, you have to tell them to get to know things from us. By saying from us, I mean from the people who are older than them, from the people who have experienced so much in the world. They have gone, there's been ups, downs, and everything. Leadership is not all about being the Kenyan president. That is not when utafika useme I am a leader. Our president started somewhere. And if you start going back on his history, we might be surprised he started in his local church, at home. Those are the small things that we forget and think that I'm supposed to be a leader when I complete my form 4. I'm supposed to be a leader if I go to school. There are these children in school who feel they're leaders.
Mm-hmm.
They will even campaign for themselves and get the positions they're supposed to get. There are children who feel when I'm number one and they are confident. If I become the best in this class, I'll feel I'm a leader. So leadership comes in so many dimensions.
Mm.
And leadership is everywhere. Even like in this studio, I have a leader.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the leader feels I'm talking to a leader. There is a leader everywhere you go. At home, there are more than 5. Everybody is a leader in their own way. In schools, I feel we should just kujitolea. Let me say in Kiswahili. Tujitolea. We teach the children on how to do things. And then we don't expect, if you're not a good leader at home, you don't expect the teachers are the ones going to shape your child into a good leader. If you see the leadership skills in your child, encourage them, and then the teachers will take over. Don't assume that it is the work of the teacher. The teachers may not even know your child has some skills. But if you nurture them, the child is going to bring them out.
Mm. I completely hear you. I feel like there's a point where you've mentioned that we shouldn't just allow the teachers to cultivate these skills alone, that even the parents play a big role. Is it possible that a parent can even oversee that their child has this skill or even other certain skills that they're really good at, but maybe the way that they have their outlet, maybe it's somebody who, let's say we push the boundary here, and maybe you have a son who is quite juvenile and likes to get into trouble and is always on the, prefects are always at him, maybe the teachers even at him. But how do we know that this is not a cry for help, or this is a skill that there's certain things that he needs to be tapped into so that he can be able to apply the correct outcome of his behavior?
I would say the confidence.
Mm-hmm.
There are times even noisemakers are just confident.
Mm.
And you might see some prefects are noisemakers. They were once noisemakers.
Mm.
And then through noisemaking, they realized this is not right.
Mm.
When you're chosen to be a leader, you have to lead by example. What do? You just lead by example. You're not the one making noise now.
Yeah.
The confidence in student sometimes is so pronounced, but even parents, we sometimes cut them short. Like your child want to be a prefect in school. Your child want to do something above what he is doing in books. You want them to read. There are times parents, we just want our children to go to school and read. I want you to read. I want a B. I want a A. Sometimes it is not all about A and B's.
And you're applying pressure then again on the child.
Yes, and then the child the self-esteem goes down. It feels like, if my parent doesn't want this, what am I supposed to do? So we should encourage the children to be what they're supposed to be themselves. A good singer is a leader.
Yeah.
Someone who becomes number 1 is a leader. Number 2 is a leader. A good student in football is a leader. So I think even in co-curricular activities, the children would feel that we are becoming leaders in this.
And to even add on top of that is that they will also get an interest in learning more about the craft or the talent or the gift that they're in. Because you said a singer can be a leader, but she needs to be cutting edge. She needs to be the type of person who, is studying classical music. She also knows about that. She also knows about different kinds of genres of music. She's very well familiar with the different kinds of artists that have released certain songs that she can either perform or, write music about, or, not just, how to sing gospel music, or and you've been in the church. Maybe that's a plus, and that's also where most of the famous singers have also began their journey. But she needs to be cutting edge. She needs to be even like a triple threat. Even like these kids who are sent to music institutions where you also learn how to play an instrument. Like, she should be able to be a leader and know that there's certain things that I want to be able to, skills I want to acquire, so that I can always know what is ahead of it all. Like, there's musicians who go on tour and they know all the names of the lights on the to be able to have a functioning concert. So there's a difference between somebody who just sings and has a beautiful voice. That's amazing. That's great. That's your gift from God. But then there's someone who's cultivating and also growing and actually being that person. It's the cutting edge experience here, because you're taking the time to be like, I'm going to learn how to read music, and I'm going to play all 5 instruments that I've told myself this year I'm going to learn to play these instruments. I'm also going to expose myself to different kinds of music, kinds of genres of music that's going to open up my mind and open up my perspective of how I view music as well, because that's where the magic actually happens. It's not I can sing, it's I can sing and I know all the knowledge and I am impressive. If you put me in a room full of very educated people from well over the world, I will impress you. I will be that Kenyan girl who can sing and impress you. That is a leader.
That is a leader. And
Yeah.
that's the leadership we want in schools, where a child feels, I am who I am, and I can do whatever it takes. If you have such generation, I have whatever it takes. We won't just be minding about the memes I said about. We won't be laughing around. We'll just be having people who are on their toes. I'm supposed to do this. Someone is doing this the wrong way. Let me correct them.
Yeah.
Where people will not take correction as a way of
Offense. Yeah.
There are times I feel, there are times you sit down and feel like, there is something I can do, but how do I start doing it? There is something I want to do. How do I go about it? How will people think about it? How is my dad going to take this? My dad will say this. My mom will say this. I think when you replace those, what are people going to say? What is this going to happen? There are so many models walking around. And their parents would not have allowed them to be models. Who knows, maybe Kenya would be represented by some of them.
You never know.
You never know.
Lynette, that has been honestly something that I've been thinking about, because it takes a lot for you to say to yourself, let me begin this thing, even though I don't have the knowledge right now, but I have the ability and the confidence to be like, I have the interest, I have the passion. I just need to take it, like you said, one step at a time. Like, even as we've given the example, reading music, playing an instrument, whatever. Now you want to ride horses on top of that whole portfolio you're building. Go ahead and do that. Like, have as many skills as possible and expose yourself to different people as well, because you're going to learn things that you never got a chance to be exposed to, possibly in school or possibly in the current place that you're in right now, or even at your church. Wherever that is, at least you'll have the exposure that you need to be able to catapult yourself completely further from where you currently are. I wanted you to touch on innovation and creativity based around a leader. Like, just you really looked into the Kenyan flag for a second and then came back. So I remember that there was some target skills that you had shared with me previously, and I'm just having a bit of a gander. I'm just glancing over them over here, and I said, creativity and innovation also plays a really big role in terms of leadership skills, because you can't have copy pasted ideas. You can't have, basic ideas, because ain't nobody trying to do no basic idea plan here. It's not giving what it needs to give. So in this case, how important is creativity and innovation? How do we know that we're in the right hands of somebody who is going to take us somewhere completely in the unknown, but they have the creativity to guide us to it?
Innovations is having new ideas. As you said, we cannot copy paste things. That you have to come up with your own ideas.
Yeah.
And you have to be creative. Not because, you see, like now we are doing a leadership talk. Not really saying we are doing not really saying we are the best leaders or whatever, but the way we have come up with the way we've created it up to today, it was just a talk for us. And sorry, I think I'm a bit.
No, you're catching up from a very long week here. No, I'm getting it. Basically,
just to cut you short, innovativeness, it is you come up with your new ideas. Ideas that can be followed, and then you have to inspire people to use new ideas. Sometimes people don't like new ideas. And sometimes people love doing things that they are not used to. So if you come with new ideas, the creativity in those ideas you come up with, that is just how you get people following you.
Yeah.
You get people loving the way you're doing things. And then people will come up also with ideas. When a leader innovates something, can we try this and this and this and this?
Yeah.
If I try this and this and this, and then I plan it in a way that we will change the style and everything, how are these people going to take it?
Yeah.
Through that, you'll just get everything is done without strain, without anything. Yeah.
Without strain, without anything, guys. Lynette, it is approximately 11:44 in the evening. I believe that this has been a conversation that has been very impactful and informative, especially for the listeners and myself. And I'm grateful once again that you're here on Radio 254 on the After Dark show with me, of course, your girl Mo. You are obviously now a family friend to the show, so you are more than welcome to have a part 2. The next part 2 can be about anything. It could be about motherhood, as you mentioned earlier, but you are very welcome to come here to Radio 254. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here. Do you have any last words for the listeners? Maybe anybody who would want to reach out with you, maybe your IG handle, or someone that can, any contact that we can be able to reach you with, or any last words?
My last one still goes to there is a leader in everybody. There is a leader in everybody.
Yeah.
Inside everybody. Just waiting to be ignited. Just ignite it.
Yeah.
Yeah. My Instagram, I'm Lynn Mukaria. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can find you on Instagram. And thank you so much again for coming onto the show. It has been a pleasure. I'm going to sign out, my lovely people. I hope everybody has an amazing week ahead. And a lot of blessings, a lot of wins, a lot of joy and peace coming your way. This is your girl Mo signing out. This is the After Dark show. I'm sure everybody who's going to be tuning in right now, the recording will be released tomorrow night. So stay tuned and have an amazing week ahead, guys. Bye. Mwah, mwah.
Bye.
Urema ubwenge ikurema yari yarayikurota baby romantic siwezi waza nikikupoteza
Subiria nikisubiri mpenzi
Ukinitoka baby tauma na mitakonda, yeah.
Cause nobody compared to my woman. Ulivyo mzuri kama dori, roho yangu tabani. Toka zamani, bado ni wewe natamani.
Watengemeze jini love, nitakupeleka kwa mama. Sina ujanja na kupenda, bukundurume singubeshe.
Na mbona tunagombana nabisha napigana.
That is so funny.
Niwe napenda nataka na sina mwingine.
That is so funny.
Nobody else that is as you. Wanajua we ni wangu. I'm gonna marry you one day.
It means yours never Sunday, baby, but you know. But our song is on repeat, saying I love you, darling. Don't give me tea, maybe. Still I will love you, baby. Ukinitoka, baby, nauma, na mitakonda.
Cause nobody compared to my woman. Ukiuliza majirani, lakini wewe natamani. Na ukisema sifai, akisi na amani.
Watengemeze jini love, nitakupeleka kwa mama. Sina ujanja na kupenda, bukundurume singubesha.
Ni bahati tena, na Bruce Melody, Rwanda to Kenya, tuwape melody. Uya mangu genje, ikure mayari yara ikurota. Ulivyo mzuri kama dori, roho yangu tabani. Toka zamani, bado ni wewe natamani.
Watengemeze jini love, nitakupeleka kwa mama. Sina ujanja na kupenda, bukundurume singubesha. Watengemeze jini love, nitakupeleka kwa mama. Sina ujanja na kupenda, bukundurume singubesha.
A storyteller, yeah. Very once again.
So fresh is on the beat.
I had a dream that my woman found another man, but my dreams don't always come true. I thought we needed space, a little time to make some changes. Lord, I'm afraid she might replace me. Kama ningejua kucheza guitar, I will play for your heart to be mine. But all I ever did was play with your heart. Now you're not by my side. My S-O-R-R-Y can't wipe the tears from your eyes. Usinifanye hivo, usinifanye hivo. My S-O-R-R-Y can't wipe the tears from your eyes. Usinifanye hivo, usinifanye, usinifanye. I've been calling you. Lisa, don't you remember me? I've swallowed everything, my pride, our enemy. Don't let go of who we are. You've been good in our dunia. Wanna to pigania, don't let go. Oh, oh. Kama ningejua kucheza guitar, I will play for your heart to be mine. forward. Now you're not by my side. S-O-R-R-Y. Can't wipe the tears from your eyes. Usinifanye hivo, usinifanye hivo. My S-O-R-R-Y. Can't wipe the tears from your eyes. Usinifanye hivo, usinifanye, usinifanye. To my lover, my friend, my lover. Sorry to my lover, my friend. Sorry to my lover, my friend, my lover. Sorry to my lover, my friend. I had a dream that my woman found another man, but my dreams don't always come true. A storyteller is matata matata. Unapenda light ama unapenda giza? Tulia nikupange. Utakunywa wine ama nilete mzinga? Tulia nikupange. Network ni sawa ukikaribia. Appetite yangu si ya sinia. Story yetu nitakanyagia. Tulia nikupange. Hakuna pale sifiki. Ona tuko kileleni na sikushiki. Umenijaza na mafeelings. Moto ni ya lighter, sio ya kibiriti. Tulia nikupange. Pe, 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 pe. Tulia nikupange. Pe, 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 pe. Tulia nikupange. Pe, 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 pe. Tulia nikupange. Unawacha wife juu ya ho, unaingia chama bila do, unatoa moshi bila ndoo. Tulia nikupange. Nani huyu hatoki kwa choo? Nani mbogi gani hii haina form? Msanii mgani huyu hana show? Tulia nikupange.
Makonde wamejaza na Nairobi, squeezy wheezy ndo imekuwa hobby. Tunaonanga signs but hatusomi, hatujioni ndio hatusongi. Pe, 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 pe. Pe, 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 pe. Pe, 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 pe.
Holy macaroni, pasta Johnny, jikoni na kohoni na washirika taka kitu kupanda mbegu wakule nyama toe kutu mkikula dengu. Niko 50-50, usini confused na sanse na sina trust ya manjege, mapasta na madenge na maodi tuko genje.
Kuna maodi watanda, hao si magondi, wanapiganga tanta, jasho bila koti, kazi ya usiku banza, wanasaka kodi, wako na no